Hey everyone, Dr. Dan here with Healthcare Evolution. So we're coming to you today from Toronto, Ontario. Now, I'm not out here doing anything specific to weight management or obesity management. I've been kind of offered this unique opportunity to be the representative for the Canadian Pharmacists Association on the Board of Directors for the Pharmacy Examination Board of Canada. So the Pharmacy Examination Board of Canada, or the PEBC, oversees and develops the exam that just about every single pharmacist in Canada must write in order to become licensed and to ultimately practice within our country. So this is kind of a cool opportunity. It's something that I've never really been involved with before, but definitely plays in with my passion and my wanting to give back, not only to my profession, but also to my patients as well. So really, really cool, really, really excited. But I kind of wanted to share a quick video with you as I am traveling, and traveling certainly poses its own challenges when it comes to managing your weight and ensuring that you're getting the appropriate amount of protein and calories while you're away from your home and your regular routine. So a couple of the tips and tricks that I often share with my patients is, number one, you want to be trying to eat and get something in your stomach within that first half an hour to hour upon waking. So just like at home, get up, have some food. If you can get a hotel that serves like something like the continental breakfast, and it's kind of has a number of different options, that definitely can be beneficial. And trying to continue to get your good mix of having some protein with some fruits, and kind of getting that good variety in there. Some of the other tips and tricks, so trying to continue eating every 2.5 to 3.5 hours. So this might involve, either bringing snacks with you, packing them away in your suitcase, or looking at maybe popping by a grocery store or some kind of convenience store where you can, get some fruit, get some protein bars, something that's going to be able to help tide you over in between of some of the bigger meals and that sort of thing, so that you're ensuring and keeping those hunger drivers down that could potentially lead to you overeating later in the day when they're, say, presented with a buffet or at dinner time later in the evening. Other tips and tricks, well, these business trips and conferences and that kind of thing often involve a buffet. And so that definitely can make things challenging. And they only have generally the dinner plates, and they all come with dessert. So, what often happens is people load up their plates, especially if they haven't eaten anything or had any kind of snacks, and you pile on the plate because there's just so many selections, so much options, and what ends up happening is you overeat. So what I generally suggest for these buffets is taking the time, walking the aisle, seeing what all your different options are, and kind of planning out what is it exactly that you want, what are going to be some reasonable portions, and what are you actually going to enjoy. So kind of asking yourself the questions of, what's going to be worth it for the calories, what am I going to enjoy out of this, and that'll kind of help you make a game plan rather than just picking up one of everything along the way and end up having a plate that's just way too piled up too high. And then along with that as well, skip the dessert. Unless it's something like maybe fruits or some other kind of healthy dessert. The cakes, muffins, that kind of thing, really not necessary, really don't need to be eating them for whatever reason. And when we go to these conferences and these different meetings and stuff, the desserts, they just come with it. You don't usually have them at home, but when you're out traveling, that just seems to be the norm. So you don't have them at home. Why do you need to have them here? Skip them if you can. It's okay to indulge every once in a while. Nothing wrong with that. It's part of a balanced lifestyle. But again, asking yourself about those desserts, is the calories worth it? And how much of this do I need to be happy, right? Finally, usually in the evening, a lot of these businesses and conferences and stuff, there's networking. Networking usually involves some kind of alcohol or social lubricant, if you will. So when it comes to that, and you're coming up to having dinner as well, I generally recommend ordering your dinner, getting your dinner, and then ordering your alcohol afterwards. Don't start drinking before you get your food. Now, the reason I say that is because alcohol is an appetite stimulant. So alcohol is going to make you more hungry and ultimately have you overeat your entire meal, maybe when you don't need to, maybe when you could have stopped earlier. As well, alcohol tends to shut down the prefrontal cortex in our brain, and so when we're looking at that menu, we're going to kind of pick those options that may not be as healthy, that may be more of a want versus what we should be trying to have, and trying to have a more balanced and organization and with respect to our weight management goals. So have the alcohol after you've gotten your food and everything like that. And yeah, so those are kind of a few of my tips and tricks. There's many more that we definitely will discuss in the future. But hopefully that helps for now. And yeah, hope everyone has a good day.